Landmark transgender case hinges on Jacksonville outcome. Drew Adams, a transgender male, filed a lawsuit against Nease High School outside of Jacksonville in 2017 after they required him to use a gender-neutral bathroom. A federal appeals court in Atlanta will hear arguments on the case on February 22nd. Here in South Florida, a federal judge has put a hold on a case involving a transgender student suing for the right to play on her school's soccer team until a decision is made.
So this little 13-year-old girl can't play on her soccer team until they come to some kind of agreement in another state?
Basically.
Really?
Basically.
Like, how ridiculous is that? I mean, like, seriously, all the girl wants to do is play soccer. That's it. She wants to be part of the women's team at the Olympics in the future. All she wants to do is play a game.
I'm not in any way I'm condoning what's happening, but they're in federal court. So the federal appellate
Speak to
court,
us, lawyer.
The federal appellate court, that's in Atlanta, pretty much resolves the cases here in Florida, Georgia, and there's one other state. My constitutional professor would be very sad about not remembering that.
We won't know the difference.
But it's one of those
states. We'll be like, okay.
Alabama. Yeah, it probably
That's a safe one.
is. It probably is Alabama. But anyway, so the federal appellate court, which happens to be the 11th Circuit, just like here in Miami-Dade, we're in the 11th Judicial Circuit. You can't forget the 11th Judicial Appellate Court for federal court, is the one that governs. So anything that happens in federal court will basically affect those states that it's in. Because it's binding, right?
So in other words, it's just a tied legal situation.
It is, unfortunately.
And the one who's suffering is the child. Or the children, yeah.
And, yeah, that's very sad.
Very sad.
But let's continue on with our Handmaid's Tale storyline for today's news, because it seems that that's where we're going.
Uplifting
just to
night.
end the conversation,
Happy Valentine's
Tale. It was one of the things that I continued to explore over the weekend at the Florida LGBTQ Democratic Caucus. What do you think about all of this tonight? Queer News Tonight is just full of this. We would like to report on other news. We would like to, but this is the news of the day going on that's affecting LGBT. What do y'all think about the fact that this is February of 2022, and we are now 15 months, really, let's say 13 months in actuality, removed from Donald Trump, and it's actually worsening. What do you think about that?
But I think it's just, the wheels get set in motion, and it just takes a while for everything to kind of catch up. And I think that the people that are believing all these things and wanting all this legislation are catching up. It's just because the wheels were set in motion. Because everything has there's a time lapse in politics. I mean, in my opinion. So I think that's what's happening.
And in law, everything takes forever, right?
Unfortunately,
Nora?
In family court, a simple divorce could take 6 months. Because it's just so hard to get into court, get into a mediation date, get a case management conference. It's just taking a really long time.
Can we all then therefore agree it's the attorney's fault?
It's the attorney's fault. I was going to say earlier, because I think you mentioned it's the women's fault. Jimmy Buffett, there's always a woman to blame.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to pursue this over the weekend because I continue to challenge these people that are front and center in the fight to say, where is the receipts? Where are the receipts of exposing primary children to sexual language in schools that justifies don't say gay? Or what is the book that is being taught in the classroom that is converting people into homosexuality? Please provide the receipts to me. It's crickets. You can't find a Governor DeSantis to say, here's the moment. This is exactly what this is designed to stop. Because these moments don't exist. And if they don't exist, we're back to the gaslighting, which is we're creating a situation that we're implying we've become the ultimate consumers of Tucker Carlson and Fox News. If I say it, it's true. That's all I have to do is just to say it before it becomes true.
Well, let me just say that I wanted to do the story on Valentine's Day gay sex, and instead we had to do these stories because we
ran out of time.
We bring you the real stories that affect our community, and that's what it is.
Right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+